What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. So Organic chime in on the Norb situation. And Organic had this to say. Organic says, I ain't only here to provide opportunity for you when you need it. If I help you and I see you helping people who hurt me, don't expect the same love from me ever again. My respect comes from a genuine place and not an opportunistic one. So somewhere down the line, Organic used to look out for Norbs, I guess, allegedly. And somehow, during the URL relationships of Norbs and URL, according to that text, it seems like he began to do things with them to hurt the King of the Dot brand. And he said, don't expect for me to ever help you out again. Well, I mean, that says it all right there. It says it all right there. There is no way, there's no way Norbs can bounce back from this. I think he even hurt himself even worse with the URL of ever actually wanting to ever give him a chance to come back. After his statement of saying he willing to sit down with King of the Dot and Rare Breed Entertainment and start honoring them and acknowledging how good they were and how professional they are, the URL, no matter what they ties was, see no use of them at all. It's like exposing yourself too soon. Like, if I cut you off, and then you tell me that same day I cut you off, I'm going to work with such and such, my enemies and who I've been in competition with, and then you get to saying how good of an organization they is, when you're really telling on yourself, that means you're really telling on yourself. When you're doing that type of stuff, saying, you know, those are some good ran places and organization, they good people, all that, then that really shows just how shifty y'all were. That really goes to show you actually telling on the company and corporation you just left for how dirty they was. When you can come out and say, they respectable, they run a good business over there, there's some honorable men, they do that. That only means, with all that hating and all the blocking and all the trash talking, all the stuff y'all was doing, that's only showing y'all are the opposite of what you honoring them on being. So you really telling on yourself. That's basically exactly what you're doing when you come out and say that. The URL is very aware of this. So when you said that, you can imagine what they were thinking, like, man, look at this hater. That's why we got rid of him. Excuse me. And you know what? I was considering bringing him back. I actually was considering bringing him back. Now, I don't even care. That's basically exactly what you saying. That's what you saying. And you can't blame them for that, because I'm going to keep it real with you. Now, this really is showing just how crazy people can be, how backstabbing and betraying people can be, but at the same time exposing the real culprits at hand. Like I said, I don't feel sorry for Norbs. I think you learn from these situations. When you do things wrong, you learn from these situations, and it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing a person can can deny. When the facts is out there, they out there. We just accept them as they is. We try to be honest and stern on whatever decision we come up with. I think Norb's situation is entirely different because it showed a different level and a different hand, and it came to an end of an abuse of power. Where you're seeing, again, a lot of rappers now coming out telling their sides of the story and everything that was going on within the organization and things when they were there. You know, and the things he did to them and how he affected their career. And I mean, it just show you how sometimes people can be so unprofessional. And when you put in positions where you have the power, where you could alter a person's career, that becomes oppression. You get what I'm saying? That becomes oppression. If you put in a position, and that position you put in, you have the power to change my position in a negative way based upon your feelings towards me. That's oppression, man. You're oppressing a person, man. And that's just crazy. Look, when running business and things like that, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Especially if you're running business the way business is supposed to go. If you as a person who scout talent, you're scouting the best talent. So people are there based upon their talents. And just like you scout them and make them promises for their talents, you have to give them the opportunity to allow their talents to flourish. That's the purpose of why you bought them there. So they shouldn't have to kiss your butt or do these special privileges and things for you, for them to be given the opportunity you promised them when you scouted them and brought them in. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm different. I can't speak for other people. I'm different. Because if I'm getting paid for scouting talent and things like this, I'm going to be the best in doing that. I'm going to scout the best talent. And in the scouting of those best talents, I will build relationships to help flourish and nourish these young up-and-coming people to develop them, to bring them to the point of stardom in the good qualities I saw in them, that I saw in them, or they shouldn't be here. They will all have the opportunity to showcase and develop that talent to the best of their abilities. And if you can't make the cut, then so be it. I'm going to be good in the field I'm in, and I'm going to show love and respect to everybody. And that's what's going to keep building me up and position me in better places. You get what I'm saying? Because as I develop these artists, and as these artists become developed and they become great stars and things like that, how can they forget me who gave them the opportunity to flourish and showcase their talent? That's where your success come in even more as a scout. Because you're scouting the talent that's not, you're scouting the talent that's not known and putting them on a platform big enough so they could be seen to become these stars, that when the question is asked, where did you get your jump start from and what happened then? That's when I'm come to the, that's where it's about me now. And they're like, wow, he brought a lot of people in. See what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So, King of the Dot, man, you can't help but respect what they talking about, what they saying, what they doing, because it's real and it's true. You know what I'm saying? And Norbs, you know, you burn all these bridges, man, it just come back. And see, that's the thing that you got to understand, too, what I'm just trying to tell you how shifty a person is. If you're doing all this dirt within your organization, you can't also do dirt outside your organization in the same community. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing this dirt within your organization and then that stuff catch back up with you, but yet you're doing dirt outside the organization with other people, you have nowhere to go. You have nowhere to go. Like, where you going to go now? You messed up with your own people and you messed up with the other people. Now where you going to go? Now what you going to do? Turn on you. Cross death row now, who you gonna run to? Yeah, that's what Pac was meaning. When he did the song about Dre crossing death row, he was like, okay, you was with death row just going at everybody. Now you crossed us, like, who's going to receive you? And he had to get help from other people like Magic Johnson and people like that to start over. You get what I'm saying? He couldn't really go to other rappers and things like that because you was just hating on them with us. Same thing he's saying. Like, okay, like, what you gonna do? You were just with us, bashing everybody else. Now we get rid of you. You gonna go to them as though they finna welcome you with open arms, like they don't remember what you did to them? No. What my damn gavel? Oh, yeah, no. No. Why I be misplacing this thing? Why? I know I'm going to need this. When I'm addressing a lot of these knuckleheads and fools, I'm going to need this. Why do I be misplacing this? Because y'all don't know I use this even when I ain't on this. I use this in real life up against people. So I don't care. Sometimes it does get domestic. And it's Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment. That's a question. It's yours. Hit the link in the description box. Join Battle Truth. Subscribe to the channel.